Alagang AMOSUP, Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines. Ang programang para sa mga Filipino seafarers at kanilang pamilya. Maghahatid ng impormasyon, magbibigay ng inspirasyon, at tatalakay sa kanilang mga sitwasyon, kalagayan at iba pang mga pangangailangan. Alagang AMOSUP. Kasama si Camille Simbulan dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Magandang araw and welcome po muli sa Alagang AMOSUP, ang serbisyo publiko sa radyong hatid ng Associated Marine Officers and Seamen's Union of the Philippines o AMOSUP at ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service. Sa programang ito ay pinag-uusapan po natin ang iba't ibang programs and welfare services ng AMOSUP para sa mga miyembro at dependents ng ating union. Tinatalakay din po natin ang mga napapanahong issue tungkol sa mga karapatan at kapakanan ng mga magigiting nating Filipino seafarers or sea-based overseas Filipino workers. Muli, napapakinggan po ang Alagang AMOSUP sa pamamagitan ng shortwave radio ng Radyo Pilipinas World Service gamit ang mga frequencies na 9.370 MHz, 9.925 MHz at sa 12.120 MHz. Ang Alagang AMOSUP ay napapakinggan din po sa flagship station na Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo alas 7 ng gabi hanggang alas 7:30 po ng gabi yan. Special shoutout syempre sa mga miyembro ng AMOSUP at sa lahat ng mga Pilipinong mandaragat sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo na nakatutok at nakikinig sa atin.
Alagang AMOSUP dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.
Kumusta po kayong lahat? Naku, napakabilis naman po ng panahon, ano? Disyembre na naman. Pero syempre, mahalagang magbalik tanaw sa mga napakahalagang pangyayari sa ating union itong nagdaang buwan. Ngayong araw po, ating balikan ang naganap na selebrasyon ng ika-65 anibersaryo ng AMOSUP noong ika-11 ng Nobyembre. Naganap po yan sa World Trade Center sa Pasay at dinaluhan po ng nasa 2,000 katao. Siyempre, maraming salamat po. Lubos ang pasasalamat natin sa lahat ng mga miyembro na dumalo at maging sa mga government officials, sa mga social partners, employers, mga kapwa-union po natin at mga kasama natin sa International Transport Workers Federation na nagpaunlak sa ating imbitasyon at dumalo po sa ating 65th anniversary celebration. Isang karangalan po na maging bahagi ng milestone celebration ng AMOSUP. Katuwang syempre yung mga kapwa nating manggagawa sa ating union. Special shout out sa AMOSUP at 65 Task Force, no? Ang tema po ng ating anibersaryo ay AMOSUP at 65. SEAXTYFIVE, 65. Anchored in strength, sailing into the future. Ngayon po ay ibabahagi namin sa inyo ang napakahalagang presentasyon ng kwento ng pagkakatatag ng AMOSUP at kung paano ito naglayag sa mga alon ng hamon upang ipaglaban at itaguyod ang karapatan at kapakanan ng mga Pilipinong mandaragat. Panoorin at pakinggan po natin ito.
For 65 years, the waves may have changed, but one thing stayed the same. A force that stood with every Filipino seafarer. An anchor in times of change and uncertainty. A union that cares, commits, collaborates, and champions. This is AMOSUP. And this is our story.
In the 1960s, Filipino seafarers faced many challenges at sea, and that is when AMOSUP set sail. We knew that protecting our seafarers meant more than just offering support, it meant securing their rights at the very foundation. This passion laid the groundwork for the collective bargaining agreements we have today. Guaranteed fair wages, decent working conditions, and strong protection on board. From the first training programs to launching the Philippines' first union-owned hospital to establishing provident funds for seafarers, AMOSUP together with our members, stakeholders, government, and social partners redefined what a union could be.
Captain Oka led the way to bring management and labor together in a common table.
Greg was respected the world over, and the AMOSUP reputation as a strong union to represent Filipino seafarers was built by Greg. And Conrad's success, he took the foundations that Greg built and massively amplified them. He's actually taken enormous strides in his own right.
We were able to bring so many things that had helped develop the quality of seafarers that we now provide to the international market.
We built hospitals, shelter, and world-class training facilities, raising the standards of Filipino seafaring across the world. And we did not stop there. During the time of our founder, Captain Gregorio S. Oka, AMOSUP pushed for the adoption of the Maritime Labor Convention, the first international Bill of Rights for seafarers. More recently, we championed the Magna Carta of Filipino seafarers, ensuring that these rights were upheld worldwide and at home.
It has always been an honor to partner and work with an organization that shares our values na mapabuti ang kalagayan sa larangan ng paggawa ng ating mga marinero na naging sandigan upang manatiling matatag ang inyong organisasyon.
AMOSUP still stands as a key and important partner of the DMW, especially with the Magna Carta for seafarers and the crafting of the IRR or the implementing rules and regulations.
AMOSUP が65年の長きにわたりフィリピン人船員の権利保護に努められたことに改めて敬意を表します。AMOSUP の今後ますますの発展を記念し、お祝いのメッセージとさせていただきます。
See, part of what we're doing is we're creating a world that delivers the opportunity for better lives and aspirations for all seafarers. And we've worked closely, Conrad, on things like the MLC, on the Flag of Convenience campaign, through the IBF negotiations. It has been a real tribute and a real privilege to work with you.
The partnership between Marina and AMOSUP has always been anchored on one thing: our shared commitment to the Filipino seafarers. AMOSUP has been instrumental in providing training, healthcare, and welfare programs that truly uplift our maritime workforce.
For 6 decades, we have not just kept up, we have sailed forward.
Ang tatay ko ay isang chief cook din na katulad ko. Nakikita ko kung paano niya kami nasusuportahan bilang isang marino. So, doon nag-inspire lahat.
Seafaring is malaking sakripisyo. Nakatulong ito sa akin para mas maging matatag sa buhay.
Malaki ang suporta ng AMOSUP sa karir ko. Yung second child ko, dito na pinanganak sa Siemens Hospital. So, lahat po libre, provident fund. Baga, dito ako nakaipon as seafarer sa tulong ng AMOSUP. 3 henerasyong kapagmamarino mula sa tatay ko po. Proud po kami bilang isang pamilyang marino. Ang inihiling ko na lang is makontinue ng AMOSUP kung ano man meron sila.
Sa mga benepisyong ibinigay nila, tulong, ramdam na ramdam ko po ang Alagang AMOSUP.
Their story is just one of the countless seafaring families AMOSUP continues to uplift. And behind every story is a network of support that has grown with every generation. AMOSUP has built more than just a union. It has built institutions of care, support, and opportunity. It is felt at the Siemens Hospital, where health comes first. At the Sailor's Home, where seafarers feel warmth and comfort away from home. In the training centers in Maap, where dreams are built from discipline. and in the slop chest, where small comforts ease long voyages. Support also means security, legal aid when it's needed, provident fund for the future, welfare mutual benefit plan, and widow and widower's pension to protect those left behind. These aren't just benefits. They are the union's promise to be there at sea, on land, and in life. These programs stood tall in times of calm, but they proved even more vital in times of crisis. When the world shut down and the ships stood still, AMOSUP moved quickly.
35 years na po akong nagtatrabaho sa barko. Noong nagsimula ang pandemic, noong nagka-COVID ako, hindi ko alam kung kailan ulit makabalik. Siyempre, maapektuhan yung mga pamilya ko, mga gastusin. Nakakuha po ako ng Provident Fund sa AMOSUP at saka malaking tulong yung pera para sa sarili kong pamedikal, paswab, saka sa pamilya ko.
In the storm, their strength came from knowing they weren't alone. They say Filipinos are resilient, braving the storms with strength in their hearts and smiles on their faces. But we don't just weather storms, we power the world's oceans. Today, a quarter of the world's seafarers are Filipino. We are a force that keeps global trade moving and maritime industries alive. And this is the very force AMOSUP stands for, uplifting every Filipino seafarer every step of the way. This is not just a story of one, but many. The strength of AMOSUP lies in its unity, with seafarers, partners, and with the nation. Together, they've carried the weight of our maritime story, and will continue to do so. Stronger, farther, together. We are AMOSUP, anchored in strength, sailing into the future.
presentasyon po na yan, syempre nakita natin yung talumpati ng Pangulo natin na si Dr. Conrado F. Oca. Nandyan din po no, si Mr. Steven Cotto ng General Secretary ng International Transport Workers Federation, si Mr. Paddy Crumlin, ang current president naman po ng ITF, si Mr. Erickson Marquez, ang presidente po ng Filipino Association of Mariners Employment of Fame. Andyan din po si Department of Migrant Workers Undersecretary Bernard Olalia at si Maritime Industry Authority Administrator Sonia Malaluan. At syempre, ang bidang-bida nating mga seafarers, ang mag-ama na si Jelmer at Joshua Villarosa na naging panauhin na rin po natin dito sa Alagang AMOSUP, at si Mr. Jeronimo Patayan Jr. Maraming salamat po sa pag-agree po na ma-feature sa ating espesyal na AVP ng milestone anniversary po ng AMOSUP. At ngayon naman po, ating alamin, ang ika nga nila ay ang endless possibilities para sa AMOSUP as we sail into the future. Narito po ang ikalawang bahagi ng ating presentasyon.
The tides are shifting and a new wave is coming. Smart, skilled, and ready to take on the future. This is the next generation of seafarers and AMOSUP. Together with its social partners and stakeholders, is charting the way. In a world where technology moves faster than the seas, AMOSUP adapts, evolves, and leads. It nurtures the next generation of seafarers, inspiring them with the many opportunities a life at sea can offer. Through its groundbreaking institutions and programs, it equips Filipino seafarers to meet global demands with confidence and expertise. At the AMOSUP Seamen's Training Center, seafarers sharpen their skills through hands-on learning. On board the training ship Kapitan Felix Oca and training ship Kapitan Gregorio Oca, cadets are shaped by real-life discipline at sea. The Center for Advanced Maritime Studies keeps seasoned mariners ahead of the curve. The Professional Career Development Center opens new doors for growth on board and beyond. And anchoring the future of maritime education, the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific, or MAAP. And at MAAP, the next generation is not only being trained, they're transforming what it means to lead at sea.
The challenges I've faced, especially in a male-dominated industry, are the gender-based stereotyping. If they see it's a woman, there will always be doubts and questions if you can do the job. Regardless of all those doubts and questions, I've never doubted my dreams. MAAP has helped me professionally by the leadership training that it has given, by providing mentorship, advocating women's equality. I am also one of the representatives of the young women at sea in the ITF. AMOSUP has created an environment of inclusivity in the maritime industry by making sure that all women are participating in the programs and events. And by doing so, they have dismantled the stereotypes when it comes to gender. My hopes for the women pursuing careers at sea is that they will be future leaders, innovators, and at the same time, inspiration to all young workers.
And at the core of that transformation is the Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific. MAAP was built by AMOSUP to raise the standards of Filipino maritime education. Here, cadets undergo real-world training from bridge and engine simulators to firefighting drills, survival at sea, and leadership under pressure. With global partnerships, top-tier curriculum, and full scholarships, MAAP shapes disciplined, future-forward, and world-ready seafarers. But beyond world-class training lies a greater mission: to build a sustainable future for every Filipino seafarer. And Captain Gregorio Oca understood this deeply. He worked hard to champion legislation that would protect and uplift Filipino seafarers for generations to come.
The early 70s, Captain Oka and I went to Europe to market the Filipino seafarer. I knew what his purpose was, to be able to gain the recognition of the Filipino seafarer as a capable, skillful person on board the ship. More and more ship owners used to go see him. We used to meet them, talk CBA, rates, terms, but always focused on the benefit of the Filipino and his family. He was one of the very first that was pointing to the pioneering of Filipinos to be higher ranking.
Captain Oca knew that laws were just the beginning. Real change required unity and respect from all sides of the table. In 2010, he received the Lloyd's List Lifetime Achievement Award at Crew Connect Global, a rare honor for a union leader. It spoke volumes of his ability to lead with diplomacy, earning the respect of both allies and adversaries. That same commitment to unity defined his push for tripartism that brought the government, employers, and workers to one table. AMOSUP built bilateral relationships with global partners.
AMOSUP seafarers are indispensable to Japanese shipping companies and our economy. Filipino seafarers by far the most deployed in the Japanese merchant fleet because both labor and management put aside their own interests to focus on the well-being and future of Filipino seafarers. We have developed a strong tie with the MAP. One of the biggest contributions we made is the donation of the training ship Captain Gregorio Oca. Thanks to collaboration with AMOSUP, PJMCC, and JSU, we are able to commission the KGO to provide on-board training opportunities to our MAP cadets.
AMOSUP sets the benchmark in seafarer welfare, not just in the Philippines but across the global maritime industry, and IMEC is extremely proud to have shared in this journey. From long-standing collective bargaining agreements to initiatives like the IMEC Cadet Program and our recent $4.3 million investment at MART, these achievements show what's really possible when employers and unions work in true partnership with a shared vision and goals for the future.
Alliances that amplified the Filipino seafarer's voice on the global stage. Through these partnerships and its role in the International Bargaining Forum, AMOSUP championed better standards and lasting change for Filipino seafarers everywhere. It was more than a strategy. It was a legacy that placed the future of Filipino seafarers at the topmost priority. Here at AMOSUP, our Filipino seafarers have always been at the heart of everything we do. They are the force that drives our future and propels our ships to the next horizon. Today, that legacy lives on, not just in policies and programs, but in every Filipino seafarer.
I am ready.
I am ready.
I am ready.
I am ready.
We are ready. For 65 years, we were anchored by strength and we sailed with purpose. Today, we carry that legacy forward. The horizon is bright and the journey continues. We are AMOSUP and we are sailing into the future.
Talaga namang nakakaantig po, no? Nakaka-inspire ang dedikasyon ng AMOSUP upang itaguyod ang watawat ng mga Pilipinong mandaragat sa buong mundo. Siyempre, bidang-bida dyan ang Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific na isa sa leading maritime institutions po, hindi lang sa Pilipinas, hindi lang sa Asia, pero sa buong mundo. Lubos po ang pasasalamat natin sa mga social partners natin na tumutulong sa AMOSUP na siguruhing kalidad at world-class ang mga programa at mga pasilidad, pati na rin mga equipment sa MAAP na siguradong maghahanda sa mga kabataang mandaragat natin, sa mga kadete natin na sumabak sa napakalawak na maritime industry. Nakita po natin no, yung interview, yung mga remarks po ni Mr. Simon Spacey ng IMEC, yung chair din po ng IMAJ na si Mr. Kiyotaka Aya, ang presidente po ng Japan Seamen's Union na si Mr. Mitsuharu Matsuura, andyan din po syempre si Ambassador Carlos Salinas na matagal na po talagang katuwang ng AMOSUP nung panahon pa po ni Captain Oka. And syempre nandyan ang ating woman seafarer, isa pong inspirasyon nito, isang alumna ng Maritime Academy of Asia and the Pacific na si Captain Jasmine Labarda, and syempre ang presidente ng MAAP na si Vice Admiral Eduardo Maar Santos, na talaga namang ina-assure tayo na ready po ang MAAP. We are ready to sail into the future. At nandyan nga po, syempre napakalakas ng suporta ng AMOSUP at yung ating mga social partners, mga employers ng gobyerno, talagang nireiterate nila ang kanilang suporta sa AMOSUP at sa MAAP na sa pagtahak po natin sa hinaharap ay nandyan sila. Malakas ang suporta ng ating buong AMOSUP at maritime community para sa ating mga Pilipinong mandaragat. Syempre, kaninong vision ba yan, no? Ang MAAP, kundi sa nag-iisang founder ng ating union na si Captain Gregorio Oka. Lahat ng ito na ipinagdiwang natin ay ang kanyang sinimulan at itinutuloy at mas pinapalawak pa ng kasalukuyan nating presidente na si Dr. Conrado F. Oka. Napakahusay po talaga ng mga legasiyang iniwan ni Captain Oka sa henerasyon natin ngayon. Kaya naman hindi din natin siya kinakalimutan na gunitain. Noong November 21 po ay inalala natin ang kanyang ika-15 death anniversary at noong November 28 naman po ay ginunita natin ang kanyang birth anniversary. Nagkaroon po tayo ng isang misa sa Siemens Center at ang tema po natin ng sermon ay ang pagsisilbi at pag-aalay ng sarili para sa kapwa. Gaya nga po ng servant leadership na ipinamalas ni Captain Oka sa buong mundo sa kanyang naging iniwang legasiya po, hindi lang sa maritime community pero sa buong mundo po. Siya po talaga ang sinasabi nating OG, ang nagtatag ng mga programa na nagpaparamdam ng Alagang AMOSUP sa mga Pilipinong mandaragat na talaga pong ini-expand pa ng AMOSUP sa pamamagitan po ng inisyatibo ni Dr. Conrado Oka, ang atin naman pong presidente. Nako, maraming salamat po sa pagsama sa amin sa napaka-espesyal na episode na ito. Para lang po, no, mas sa mga marami pa pong gustong matutunan tungkol sa mga programa at serbisyo ng AMOSUP, nandyan po sa inyong mga screens ang impormasyon ng AMOSUP Contact Center. Meron po tayong telephone numbers at mobile numbers para sa Globe at Smart. Paalala lamang po, yung mga numerong yan para lang po sa pagtawag. Meron din po tayong AMOSUP Official Facebook page at AMOSUP Official Facebook group. And meron din po tayong AMOSUP Official YouTube channel kung saan po natin ina-upload din itong mga episodes natin sa Alagang AMOSUP at syempre ang www.amosup.org. And para po sa inyo na nakadalo doon sa kapihan sa AMOSUP natin a few months back, binahagi po namin na meron na po tayong My AMOSUP Online. Although nasa beta stage pa lang po yan na dinevelop ng ating network administrator na si Mr. Nixon Forteza, pwede na nyo na pong ma-access yan. And meron po kaming surprise sa inyo early next year. Mas magiging accessible na po yung ating mga services through our My AMOSUP Online. Antabayanan nyo po ay ang update na yan. Muli, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsubaybay. Salamat sa mga kasama natin sa Radyo Pilipinas na si Ms. Susan Aison, Milo Jonella, J. Arevalo, Hero Lucero, Erwin Peñano at Jerome Toledo, at sa ating ka-AMOSUP na si Shane Alvarez. Pagbati rin po muli sa lahat ng miyembro at dependents ng AMOSUP na siyang inspirasyon ng lahat ng mga programa at serbisyo ng ating union. Atin din pong subaybayan ang programang Alagang AMOSUP sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko 738 kHz tuwing linggo alas 7 hanggang alas 7:30 ng gabi. Ako po si Camille Simbulan at ito po ang Alagang AMOSUP.
All aboard sa talakayan. Palalimin pa ang inyong kaalaman. Alagang AMOSUP dito sa Radyo Pilipinas World Service at Radyo Pilipinas Radyo Publiko.